Well, it's not work. Why is there such a delay now? Am I the only dude with this issue?
Probably.
Like, I can't be the only one that having this issue right now. There's always a delay. Last week this happened when I couldn't close out the damn show. I was like, what the hell's going on?
Happens to a lot of guys. Don't worry about it. It's not just you. It happens to a lot of guys.
Rasta is here first. What up? Or saying in the comments, what's up? 4-9s have caused me to have high blood pressure, but all worth it to the trip to snooze. Look, man, that's what happens when your team goes all the way. But good for you.
I got a question for Rasta. Are you sure Brock Purdy's your answer?
Why would you start with that? Why would you start?
I just want to know. During the first half, I was thinking the whole time, I was like, man, it might be time to replace Purdy. This might be what's going to happen.
Whoa, no. You can't replace him. I think he's just fine. Like I've said this before, like he's better than most the league. I would say than half the league. Like how many players in his position as Mr. Irrelevant have become the most irrelevant.
No, that's not even a question. But honestly, when you have a team that's that talented and they lose specifically because of you not being able to get them the ball, I was like, hey, I'm always looking for a person who might want to take Justin Fields, even though I want him home. But they might have been in that market because you know what? When you can't upgrade a position, they upgrade positions. That's just what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They did it with Alex Smith, even though he came off a 13-3 year. They still he got hurt. It was over. They upgraded him. I just feel like that might be something that they might be willing to do going forward.
I don't think so.
I hope not, but I know that they could be something.
I don't see that. I don't
Short
see
window.
why they would. It was just a bad. Like, I understand it was probably one of the most important games. I get it, man. I get it, but sometimes the other team just plays better, and that's exactly what happened.
Too bad first halves.
Too bad first halves because he's always come back. That second half, he has always come back and done what he needed to do. I agree 100%.
That's how Josh Allen does too. He sucks the first half. Trust me, I know. He sucks major the first half.
If Josh Allen had a little bit of Purdy in him, maybe he'll be in Super Bowl right now.
Yeah. Come on, would be okay. So is anyone sure about any QB besides the five?
Yeah.
Come on, would you be okay with Fields if he took Super Bowl? I mean,
I'll be okay with Fields now. So
I'm just saying you can't we see this all the time. Like, good QBs go to the damn playoffs and then they choke. Like, all the time. It's
the difference is he doesn't have a high, cost. So if you can upgrade it, you have all this team around him, it's always going to be one of those thoughts like, do I do this?
No. You keep him there. I think you keep him there.
Well,
you keep him there. Why would you? Like, he's done so much for you, and he does it at a very good pace. At the beginning of the season, we were talking about him being one of the best every week in, week in, week out. You can't, and then just because lately, I understand he didn't do too good, but he's not the only QB that's done that though.
No, it's the NFL, and that's why I don't agree with it because I think we should keep Justin Fields. I think you should always stay the guy that you have when you know he's good. You don't try to figure out great when you already know you have good when you have the team. But there's a lot of teams that are always looking for Mahomes. They're looking for the next Mahomes, like that. They grow in trees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it, but I know that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And fans get impatient, and when you get to four, get 4 chances to get in the NFC Championship game, and you don't break through, things start happening.
Okay, that's happened to how many teams already?
A lot.
Exactly.
And a lot of them change.
So what makes them any different? And they still have the same freaking QBs. They still have the same QBs. If not, they are better than him, and they still have the same QBs.
I said Alex Smith got replaced. I mean, there's been a lot of people that have been replaced, even after they're good on a good team.
Hey, Alex Smith got replaced twice.
Yeah, that's true. And after being good at both stops.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I'm gonna disagree with you there. I don't think they should. I don't think they I think they're fine with what they have. I think that's who they need. As long as they have the same pieces there and the same coach there. Now, if they changed anything about it, maybe it could change dramatically. But you can't say that they're ready to move on. I don't think so.
Just tell Mark to be quiet so I can hear Martin and Brian.
That's what he normally does. He's going back to his old ways, man. Look how low he is on the bottom of the corner of the screen.
I think that's why I said it. Hey, if it wasn't for Brian, I'd be sleeping right now. I was literally asleep on my bed, and I felt a buzz, and I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh shit!"
I figured it was your new job. I was gonna text you. You're gonna be here Sunday. You realize it's gonna be you and Tank.
Yep,
this Sunday
because I'm traveling to Florida.
You guys done it. You guys are fine. You guys done it before. I'm not gonna be here. And neither is Brian.
I'll be traveling to Florida. So yeah, all week I'll be in Florida.
Yeah. You guys done it before. What up, Mark? How you feel about that? Yeah.
Dan
That's
Quinn.
when I feel like my organization is going to change. We got to go and probably get the guy I least wanted.
I mean, they say
I
Vrabel's still in the running.
I said that too. I'm like,
Yeah, but I heard that Vrabel's probably he doesn't want to coach this year.
Yeah, he's gonna take a year off. That's exactly what they said.
I heard he is our favorite now, but I heard he doesn't want to coach this upcoming year.
You have to overpay him to get him.
Well, we didn't want to overpay Ben Johnson, apparently. So
Ben Johnson asks for $15 million a year. He's 37 years old. He's never proven himself. He's never been a coach anywhere, and he asks for $15 million a year.
I think he did it because he didn't want to leave. I think he was like, I don't want to leave. And then I think he said, well, unless you want to pay me an absurd amount of money, I don't want to go. So
he said that during the season day. That's what his price is. His price point is $15 million.
He's going to be Dan Quinn's offensive coordinator for the rest of his life then.
yeah. I don't know. But overall, what do we have in storage for today? We're going to talk a lot about these rookies. The Senior Bowl's this weekend, and I'm a little upset that I'm not going to be able to watch it.
Great. It's hilarious.
What's up?
So can Tank tell me what he's going to be wearing on Sunday, so I'll make sure Mark has the same gear on.
Oh, God.
Then we won't know who's who.
Is this Will?
Yeah. It's Will. What up, Will?
No. Will, you're still alive? Holy crap. I haven't seen his face or any in a while, dude.
Yeah,
how are you?
Messages every once in a while. Yeah. I appreciate seeing him.
Oh, wow. Joe. It's been a hot minute, man. But no, so the Senior Bowl's this weekend, and I'm missing it this year. It sucks. There's some players I kind of want to talk about. Some players that are going to come in and make some big impacts. Say what?
Take actually answered. I'll be wearing my Goonie shirt. I know.
Oh shit! I have a Goonie shirt. Yeah, I was just saying I have a Goonie shirt too.
Oh yeah, both you guys with the glasses, with the beards, wearing the same clothes. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Probably.
Oh, that's gonna be so great. Oh, I'm going
What's
to
funny
love
is I put Tank on the thumbnail today just to see.
You did? I did a double take. I was like,
nope. I put him on the thumbnail. I'm like, you know what?
It's
I'm
on
gonna
the
put the main
thumbnail.
man on the cover. See what happens. See what people click on. If people would be like, you know what? We'll click on him. I don't know. But yeah. I like. It's gonna be those two this Sunday. Me and Brian we got work crap to do, so we'll be gone. But again, this Senior Bowl, you kind of want to watch for Spencer Rattler. Is going to be there. Darius Robinson, who I really like, he's a defensive tackle out of Missouri. And there's just this is that time where you got to look at who's going to shine, who's going to be like that next top dog. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people come out of freaking the Senior Bowl who eventually become starters and then make an immediate impact the following year, and they're drafted 4th or 5th round. So,
I only care about one guy. Give me Jackson Powers Johnson. Jackson Powers Johnson. That's what I want. I need him in a Bears jersey. That dude, he's dominating. They say he's dominating in practice right now. He's destroyed.
I think you guys drafted like 3 people from the Senior Bowl last year.
Is he on the national team or is he the?
I know the Bears will be watching.
One of the coaches are already there, but I think he's on the national team. I want to say he is. But
yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
But from the practices, what I'm seeing the reports are, because one of the guys who was was watching the show yesterday was at the Senior Bowl practices. He's telling me he's dominating. He is destroying people. That's the kind of guy I want. 6'3", 334. He runs a 5 flat 40 at center.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want that guy. This is as much as bad as I wanted John Michael Schmidt last year.
There's one guy. And the thing is, I'll probably end up watching this probably Monday or Sunday night when I get home or something. They usually put it on somewhere, but Kenyon Mitchell is a cornerback I kind of want to see out of Toledo. I want to see how he does. And then there's a rookie, Ricky Purcell.
Purcell, I remember. I remember that name, Purcell.
Yeah. So don't say it's not Parcell, it is Purcell. So it's like Pier. It might even pronounce it as Purcell, but it's Purcell. So the way I see it. And then we have another dual running back / receiver, Dylan Lube out of New Hampshire. So we'll see how he turns out. The Jarvis Brownlee corner, Christian Haynes. Like these guys are all coming this week, and like again, for freaking taxi these guys could be in your taxi squad for Dynasty or potential starters depending on where they land. Like I don't know. Bo Nix is struggling this week.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah,
talked about that too.
Dealing with the best of the best, so we'll see. It's the best of the best is both seniors and juniors. So it is what it is. It doesn't surprise me. They go to this game and then they just absolutely stink. It's happened before. So
Bo Nix always stinks at when he first gets there. That's just what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll go to another team and be all right. That's just what he does.
Yeah, it's great though. Hey, look, I don't know. I just maybe they like your face better or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe they'll be like, oh, we'll just click on Tank and see. Maybe he's just alone. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. So we're talking about rookies today. We're talking about 2 running backs specifically, probably the best one they're coming in since Henderson's not going into the draft. He outed out. He's going to play for freaking Alabama again. Ohio, right?
Ohio State.
Yeah. So he's going to go back. I think next week we might talk about Trey Benson maybe or Bucky Irvin, who I kind of like. Or Will Shipley. We'll see. But today we're going to talk about Jonathan Brooks and Blake Corum. But before we do all that, are you surprised what happened this weekend?
The games?
Yeah. Like at all, like Ravens taking over, losing, Chiefs.
Well, I projected the Chiefs to win. I was shocked by how the Lions got on top big time and then choked it away.
I mean, I wasn't surprised they choked it away. I was surprised they got on top of that defense.
Mm-hmm.
But when you haven't been there,
unstoppable in the first half. That offense had like almost 300 total yards.
No, so do you remember what I said? There's no way the Lions win this game unless they do this. I said unless they run the ball with Montgomery and they use out of the backfield and throw it short and start to destroy it, like eat them inside, because that's what they had. They had run towards Chase Young because Chase Young cannot play the damn run. He is booty. Like I don't know what is wrong with him. He cannot play the run for nothing. I can't, and then he doesn't even rush the passer that well. So I'm like, what is he doing besides hurting his own stock? Like,
yeah, I was watching it. We had our awards with our Dynasty League, and we were watching. It was a good time, and I was just like such an awe, like what was happening. Ravens didn't even put up a fight. It just looked like everything was going wrong with them. There was the nice few plays, and then that Zay Flower did, and then but there's also stupid plays that Zay Flowers also did. Like catch the ball, man. You catch the ball, and you ain't got to be doing any stupid stuff by pushing another player. Like, what are you doing, bro?
Why are you standing above him, like taunting him and throwing the? That's so stupid. But you get a 15-yard penalty.
He just didn't even stand over him. He like stood over him and pushed him down.
Yeah.
Like, what are you thinking, bro? Like, and I get it.
Single-handedly cost them the game.
People like, rookie mistake.
He runs, gets that touchdown.
No, that ain't no rookie mistake. You've been in the league
for
how many weeks?
He gets close, scores a touchdown, and then if they kick, if he didn't get that 15-yard penalty, they might have scored another touchdown. Like he ended 2 drives himself.
Yeah, but that was a disciplinary action right there. Like, why would you do something so stupid? Like such a good play just to get it turned back, man. I was so mad upset that day. Not surprised when you put Lamar and he fumbles. Now
they would have won the game.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. But people are gonna say like, oh yeah, the Chiefs were better and the Chiefs did that. I'm like, Okay. But they did pull off the win, and they clearly looked better. But the Ravens were not the Ravens that day.
On the hot seat. Okay.
Hey, that AFC Championship game got me stoked about my defensive players going into next year. Kyle Hamilton looked amazing. Karloftis looked amazing.
Yeah, no, they looked really good.
They really did. No,
I was like, all right.
And
then it took until the first drive of the NFC Championship game for me to realize that those were both my quarterbacks. I don't know why it took that long, but it did.
What?
I was like, hey, both my quarterbacks are playing in this game.
My friend, I don't know what you're looking
I don't even know
at.
what to say
You need
about
to look at your eyes. Hamilton's been so good this year. I don't know what you.
Oh, no, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, I was like, hey, who else can say their Dynasty quarterbacks both made it to the NFC Championship game?
Can I say that I think Mark Andrews actually hurt the Baltimore Ravens coming back?
Kind of seemed that way, didn't it?
It seemed like
they were on fire with Likely, and then Andrews come back, and it was a little off-centered. Like
everything wasn't right. And Isaiah Likely would have still been open on a lot of those plays, and Andrews was just a little bit laid out coming out of the cuts. He just wasn't on target with Lamar, and I felt like you want your guy to be there, but maybe they should have went double tight some more. It just
maybe
Likely didn't get in the game enough. He had not enough snaps, and he was a matchup problem.
Yeah,
I agree, Braden. They didn't run the ball at all.
Yeah. No running the ball. Mark Andrews is a waste of time. I mean, yeah. Not wrong.
After looking at what last week and just kind of thinking, because Lamar he was close to 300 yards. I know that. I think it was like 280, 270.
He did enough to win the game.
But again, nobody else really did much. Say Flowers had 100, but 115, which is good. Like really, really good, right? But he also fumbled.
And on the 1-inch line.
Which cost him.
Okay. At the end of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah.
Touchback. Like, dude.
So outside of that, that was his only weapon.
Yeah.
So it was easy for the Chiefs to hone in on that. They weren't using anybody else, or they couldn't get it. Say what?
Didn't he catch his own touchdown for the first one?
Yeah. We were screaming Mariota at the bar that day. We were screaming Mariota, like that's because he caught himself a touchdown, and we're like, well, he caught it. He didn't make a touchdown. It was a difference. He almost did, because it was like what at the 15-yard line, roughly.
Yeah.
So
when you stop the Ravens, that's all the Ravens have.
Michigan and
the NFL.
Michigan just won the national championship. Look, Michigan just had won the national championship, and they lost by 7 after fumbling the ball into the end zone and being down there 3 other times. Like, this is not.
Were any of you guys shocked that they didn't go for the onside kick?
Yes.
A little bit.
Like, I get what they were doing, but I'm like, just look at what the Bills did. The Bills couldn't stop the Chiefs' offense, and they ran the game out. And then MVS turning into Superman on that last play.
I will say this though, the defense took a little time to kind of get settled. So Chiefs scored those 14 points, right? It was like an 8-minute span. After that, they only scored three points. That defense found them out. They realized they can stop them. The offense should score more than 17 points. If you hold the Chiefs to 17 points, you should win.
Right.
That's just
because that's what they're good at. That's what the Chiefs are good at. They've always struggled at the defensive side of the ball. That's been like that
this year though.
For a long time. This year, they kind of found their groove towards the end.
Yeah.
Although towards the beginning, they were horrible. But
they do a good job holding. I mean, they got players. They got playmakers.
I don't know. I'm in a loss for words of what happened because I felt like a lot of people were very upset. A lot of people were expecting the Ravens to win. I was like, well, it is what it is. I came in this weekend. I came in this weekend saying I don't know what to expect anymore because this is what happens.
Chiefs had Taylor Swift, all right.
Maybe we should blame Justin Tucker for warming up next to Patrick Mahomes to light a fire.
Dude, that thing is hilarious.
That was so stupid. I can't believe
Freaking
it.
Kelsey
I thought
no.
Do you know that people were actually telling me that that Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes were bullying him? I was like, he was on the 5-yard line. What are you guys talking about? Like, he was setting up the ball on their 5-yard line.
I watched the whole video, and you could tell Justin Tucker was goading them.
Yeah,
like,
of course he was
doing this stuff. And then he was like, honestly, I think it's being made a bigger deal than it really is, because like you can see Justin Tucker laughing. Like when
he
Kelsey
said
starts throwing this stuff, like you just see Justin Tucker laughing.
Yeah, but he said that.
Clearly,
I was trying to.
No one on that field was taking it that serious.
Yeah.
But you know how many kickers do that pregame, anyways?
But now on some the other team's 5-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
The dude's that good, man. If he wants to practice, it was.
Oh, Pat McAfee said that they've had he had an instance like that with Adam Vinatieri, because like he was holding for him and they were practicing, and then he said they got there and then like the other team's quarterback came over. He didn't say the name, but he was like he was good, and he came over and was like thrown over there, and they were both like, okay, we'll leave.
He's just
that's Adam Vinatieri. He's one of the best kickers to ever do it too. So
I mean, yeah, so Justin Tucker might go down as the greatest kicker of all time too. So like,
yeah, and I wouldn't argue against that. It is what it is. But
going on, guys. I just know the pizza, yeah, for you and me and what?
It's a SpongeBob song.
Yeah, I never watched SpongeBob.
Really? Yeah, it's
slightly before my time.
It's a damn. How does that song go? But I know what song you're talking about. It's one of the very first episodes, like the very first Prime episodes when it first came out. They went from delivering burgers to a specific order of a pizza, and they had to travel across the ocean, basically. It was a pretty funny episode. Tucker always, and that's the thing though. He's one of the best. That's why I don't understand why they
said he even moved the stuff out of the way, but apparently it wasn't far enough. That's why Kelsey threw this stuff.
I had no problem with any of it though. I feel like it's gamesmanship on both sides.
Right?
Who cares? Like people are talking about like it's good. It's smart by both of them. I like it.
Well, I remember I got a notification saying things getting chippy in Baltimore, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then I saw the video, and I'm like, "Really? This is what you're called chippy?"
I've been biting my nails for 2 weeks. My team been driving me crazy. You and both roster are the same way right now. You guys are both in the same way. He came in nervous as hell, heart attack. Look it up. It's only 30 seconds on if you're gonna get. Yeah, well, probably for that. We get copyright for anything over than 10 seconds, man. So yeah, but no, I know what you're talking about. If anybody's interested in what that song he's talking about, it's like really annoying. It's the pizza for you and me. Like,
Braden says they traveled by rock.
What?
In the ocean.
Oh.
They travel by rock to get to the place.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, it's Krusty Krab pizza.
I don't know if you know how old I am. I was too old for SpongeBob.
It's Krusty Krab pizza. The pizza, it goes something like that. You're gonna have to look it up. I cannot think of the damn.
I was in high school when that show came out.
I mean, I was too.
He just won't admit it. He didn't want to watch it. That's all.
I don't know. I just never got into SpongeBob. I'm sorry. That makes me a terrible person.
No. No. It's not terrible. What's a terrible person is you assuming that everybody had NFL Channel, and for like the longest time.
I literally just brought this up to Braden the other day.
Yeah. He's like, who doesn't have the Red Zone or the NFL Channel? I'm like, people who don't have cable, dude. So, but look, moving on. This weekend's the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, and not everybody can afford the fastest internet. Okay, Morton? Get off my back.
I said cable.
I know, but you make fun of our janky internet all the time.
I haven't in months. You brought that up, sir. I quote SpongeBob all the time, and nobody in the house understands. Damn, that sucks, Braden.
See, get more on my sister's case because she's 4 years younger than me. She didn't watch SpongeBob either.
That's because you just didn't have a good childhood. That's all.
Or maybe
That's
if
all.
she'd watched it, maybe I would have watched it. So it's her fault, not mine.
But anyways, we have the Pro Bowl this weekend, and then
I mean, if you
and
call
we
it that.
travel
The
to
Pro
Las
Bowl
Vegas
games.
for the Super Bowl, and then the 20th of this, I'm going to say it, of this month because it is now the 31st. Tomorrow is now going to be February. The 20th of this month, basically all the managers and everything there have their discussions. But yeah, basically they plan for their meetings and they plan for the future. And then the combine starts the 27th. So it's not that far off. That's one thing I love about the NFL, that they have a scheduled system that every 2 weeks is something big. It's always something that's going to happen, no matter what. It's probably one of the few sports that I probably pay attention to. And I believe Brian has told me that, yeah, it's probably the only sport that actually kind of does it like that. So
Yep, it is. It's
you
agree with players and fans. No, you know what I was watching today? The dodgeball for the Pro Bowl.
From last year's?
Yep. I was sitting there watching. I was working out today. I was jogging. I was watching last year's dodgeball. That's fun. I think they should be doing
like
that
the
all the
games.
time.
Yeah. I like the Pro Bowl. I do.
The flag football game is almost worse than the actual Pro Bowl used to be.
Or not the actual Pro Bowl, but yeah, no, the games. I agree with you, Mark. Like the actual
they start
game
tomorrow. Yeah, they start tomorrow. So
I would rather see the quarterbacks doing their quarterback stuff and running backs doing, agility stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
I think the receivers doing those crazy catches. I thought that was funner. I like that.
I'm glad they brought back that QB challenge stuff.
Yeah,
that's fun.
But no. Other than that, though, then March kind of comes along, and then next thing you know, we're gonna be doing mock drafts, and I know Anthony's gonna want to do a lot of that, a lot of mock drafts. I'll probably do some of those as well, and then April will come along. I don't know what these guys have in store during April, but I'll be gone during that time. But today
it's gonna be all about the draft. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll do a lot of information about that.
I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna. Not.
I'll be moved in my house. That means it'll be full-time football.
There you go. But moving on, Jonathan Brooks and Blake Corum. Anything you want to talk about Jonathan Brooks while I pull up his video and his stats?
He surprised the hell out of me. So I knew he was on the team, but I didn't know how good he really was. Watching his video, he's a great one cut and go. Like he puts his foot in the ground and he could get up and go. I'm honestly surprised at even his natural catching ability. He has really good hands. Like,
is Texas just growing running backs on trees or what?
I don't know. I was like, this guy, like, doing player comparison. I was like, they say literally he's somewhere between Bijan and Roshan. He's somewhere right between them. It's just like the comparison is somewhere between Bijan and Roshan. That's just what it is. But he has great hands and he could block. Like he's interesting. I really
has size, 6 feet, 207.
Yep. He breaks tackles.
Mm-hmm.
He averaged I think it was 6.1 yards per carry.
Yeah. So far he's marked at 4.45.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
Yeah, not a burner, but good. That's good.
I would accept that. I mean, look, this year for Dynasty, if you're hurting on running back and you need a running back, this is not the year.
No, but this is the guy you get. He's the one that you go in the second round, and he should be the first one taken, I think.
Probably. He'll probably go first round though in Dynasty drafts, not in regular. In the NFL draft, he'll probably go second round, probably. But I don't think he's gonna go outside of the first in your Dynasty draft.
I think he goes second round, and I think he goes to the Giants.
You say Giants?
Yeah, I've been looking at him, and the Giants are not going to re-sign Saquon Barkley. So why not get a guy in the second round who can do everything Saquon can do? just maybe not as good, but he still has a great running ability. He has great hands. I think that would be a perfect team to go to. And I can even see the Giants trading up to get him second day.
Hold on, let me look at the draft, man.
I believe they have the 5th pick in the second round. I believe
they might not have to trade up too much.
I think you worry in the second round because I think that anyone that needs a running back will look at him and say, "Yeah, let me go get him." Why not?
I don't think the Giants, man.
I mean, we got 2 picks in the second round in the top 10. So
I don't see the Giants are so dumb.
Yeah, that's the
They're
issue.
not
though.
going to
Giants are
resign
dumb.
Saquon. Saquon is going to be gone.
But they're so dumb. They should
they
be
don't know how to
upgrading
draft.
the line, and they never do.
And they're going to draft another receiver. Watch them draft another receiver.
No, they probably will.
Oh, I saw a mock draft today, and there was a receiver for them.
They probably will.
Rome,
That's what they
They
normally
had
do.
Rome and then it had the Falcons getting Neighbors. I was like, the Falcons need another receiver.
I think that if not Blake Corum, sorry, if Jonathan Brooks is still lingering there, second round.
Both Washington and Giants both will like him. I think that he works for both teams. My only bad thing I saw about him was that he's never been like a real featured back, which could be a good thing.
I don't know.
But you don't know how he responds to being a featured back.
I don't think that the talent is good enough for these running backs to be like high second.
It's about when you need somebody.
These running backs aren't that good.
So you're saying more low second, third?
Yes, these running backs aren't that like they're. Brooks is the best one. I'm not going to argue, but remember that year where I was saying that all the quarterbacks that are coming out this year suck?
Yeah, that's every other year.
Okay. You got it was the Kenny Pickett year that year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, when he was the only one drafted and he was bad.
Even and he's not measuring up to his round one talent. Like we said that. He's not they're not. Anyways, that year I said that the quarterbacks that year coming out aren't that good. This year I'm saying that about the running backs, but just a slight higher. Like if you take the groups together, I'm gonna take them like the QBs sucked that year. I'm gonna take these running backs and they're just a little under average or average.
I don't know. I think professional running backs do well in the NFL. So, and if you are worried about Saquon leaving, you have to get someone you think has talent. You don't see him a lot against great defense in college.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know if he can really perform against a great defense. That is the question. But when you saw him, he jumped off the page. He jumped off the screen. He's talented, but you don't know if he could be your feature back.
Yeah.
That's why I think Washington could be a good team to go to get him because they already have that guy, and he'll be good as a secondary guy.
I'm just looking at what the teams are probably considering these running backs being. Like, they're not.
Do you have to replace Gibson? I believe his contract is up.
Yep. That's the issue. But even though I agree with Martin is saying a late second round, and that's probably where he should go. But because of need and the fact that, eventually people are looking for running backs, I think he ends up going earlier in the second round.
I don't think they're going early second round. But look, if I'm gonna throw a few out here, okay, that are probably where I'm thinking he might end up landing. Okay, like maybe late 50s, early 60s. Okay,
I mean that's where he should be.
That's what I think it's gonna be. Because I'm looking at the talent. Brooks is the best one. But I still don't think that they're going to take anybody. You'd be reaching for this guy if you take him late first, early second.
No,
but the Giants are stupid. So don't think
I can see him. I can see Trey Benson. I can see Blake Corum all going in the second round.
Yeah, I can see that. Because
if all three are there,
the Browns potentially. The Buccaneers, the Packers, which the Packers they're a hot
Those are all
mess.
good.
Very, very young, but it could be a hot mess. I don't know. Defensively, it could be.
Yeah.
They need to do a little bit of alterations, but you can see that they should be good here. Texans, I would not mind if they grabbed another running back because.
And you should get a young one. You try something like Bucky Irving or something like that with the Texans. You try something like that and see if it sticks. And you try that in the third. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of see. I really see him potentially going to the Packers because AJ Dillon is no longer going to be there. If he falls that late, I think that the Packers wouldn't, or the Browns.
They're like the 16th pick in the second round. It'll be like that's the middle of the second round or something like that.
Somewhere. Like I see them potentially going after Brooks then. But again,
if he's still there,
if he's still there, I don't like. It's so hard to judge these damn running backs, considering that the talent level in it is not as good as the previous years. But Jonathan Brooks obviously broke 1,000 last year, and that was pretty much his one key year that we're going off. Why? Because Bijan was there. Why? Because Johnson was there. So he didn't really have a lot to go off of. So the 1 year when they're gone, you have the outstanding running back who's probably the only running back. He got 10 touchdowns and not too much of a bad pass catcher. And you can see
he has great hands. I saw those passes there coming. He has very good hands. He's naturally a pass catcher. I think he will be a dual threat back, but in my mind, he's going to be a secondary dual threat back, if that makes any sense. Like the second guy. That's where he should be.
I'm just worried. That's all. Like there's not a lot to go off of. He's just off of the year. There's an argument his hands are good, but then there's argument that they're not. So I don't know. I just worried about these running backs this year. That's all I gotta say. But we'll see how it goes, depending on where. But to me, it's gonna be depending on where he lands. Depending where he lands, then I'll probably potentially say a little bit more about him because then he'll fit that system wherever he goes. Other than that, it's really hard to tell right now with these running backs. But it is what it is.
Projections aside, where's his ideal landing spot? Do you think?
For me,
said, late,
it'll be Cowboys.
Late.
No, I'm saying I'm just saying if you could handpick a good spot for him, what would it be? Like no projections or anything. Like where would you think is best?
Best spot? Aaron Jones is not a spring chicken, so he's not that young anymore, and AJ Dillon's gone. They might not have a running back next year, so right now, a running back is crucial for them. They need to have a guy there.
About the Cowboys. I could say the exact same thing about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And Cowboys got destroyed by the Packers.
It's so hard to tell right now. Again, these there's no clear Bijan. There's no clear Najee Harris. There's no clear
it's not in the first round pick, dude. Like it's just not even
right. That's what.
No Jahmyr Gibbs. No Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah. No Gibbs. No. There's no. It's hard. It's hard.
So Blake Corum, who's probably the second or third best running back in this draft. If he was last year, he would be Chase Brown, which was a fourth rounder. Like that's what he would be. He would be Chase Brown. So just in this year, he's going to end up being a third rounder, but he probably last year would have been a fourth rounder.
Right.
He's not really good at any one thing.
Outside of this, though, I kind of seem negative about the running backs coming. Okay, but here are some positives. I mean, there is some positivity behind them. He's got some really good agility moves. He's got a long wingspan that probably is good at catching. But then there's, like I said, he's 50-50 to me on the catching. which arguably that could be improved if you give him a jug machine every day in practice. I don't know, but he shows some speed and some good versatility that we just witnessed, and he's really good within between the pylons.
He gets great vision. He really did.
Mm-hmm.
He knows when to cut back. He knows how to get upfield. He has those skills.
So what he has when it comes to catching, he's got a good catch radius because he's got long wingspans, which is going to help him out. So we'll see. Like I said, I think it's going to be interesting where he lands, and where he lands, he's going to be utilized very well, I think, because just like our dynasty leagues, running back is kind of we lost a lot of running backs last year due to injuries, and it was kind of weird. There was players that we never thought that would even sniff the field that were the most irrelevant running backs in the league, and we'll get to that because the next guy we're going to talk about is Blake Corum. But let me jump to the chat real quick as Brandon's here. What's up, my guy?
What up, B?
But yeah, no, we kind of leave comments. We don't while we're talking about the rookies. We don't, just because we cut the rookies videos up later. Random statement: why did 3 mock draft on PPF and Drake May went number 1? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, it is random.
Unless someone trades up, because Drake May's not coming to Chicago.
No,
It'll
be Caleb Williams.
They're not going there. They're not going to North Carolina again. There's no
right.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Here we go. Rookie draft, Superflex. I have the 101 and the 104. Is it crazy to go Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1 and go 1? No, I don't think so at all.
Oh, that's exactly what I would
that's
do.
perfect.
If it's a Superflex, no. Obviously, no. 100% no. That's actually ideal what you want.
Yeah,
and better yet, what if you get Marvin Harrison, who they so happen to grab, Jaden Daniels. I'm probably not going to happen, but I'm just saying.
But you never know.
But in your draft, if it circles back around and you somehow get, I'm just saying, then you have a stack like this dude over here somehow managed to get Tank Dell and
CJ Stroud.
Like what? Oh man, I'm so mad I'm so mad that happened. I'm like, this dude is gonna be like the squeaky wheel with Tank Dell and CJ for many years.
And it almost worked out for me until CJ got hurt and Tank Dell was out for the season.
Right, but
I'm not gonna lie. Brandon and I were over here rooting for
you didn't have
to go somewhere else, and we were so angry that he stayed.
Slovak.
What's that?
Yeah.
They're like, get Bobby Slowick out of Houston.
Yeah, no. But with getting Marvin Harrison at the 101, it's to me he's the clear 101. That's not even I'm guarantee you almost 99.9% the chance out there. Marvin Harrison's the 101 in almost all rookie drafts this year. If you skip out on Maserati, then there has to be a detrimental QB issue.
You can have no QBs. You must have no QBs. That's the only way.
If you had old Rodgers and he's just done, and if you had Rodgers and Russell Wilson, and they're you're done, son. You might want to go after QB. That's probably the only reason why you're going after 101 and getting Jaden Daniels or Drake May or something like that. But I'm thinking, the 101's clearly Maserati, and 104 get one of the top QBs. And pick your favorite, because we don't know who they're going, where they might land, who the weapons are, because if it's sometimes landing spot matters. So
can you imagine if you were in a dynasty that did their draft before the NFL draft?
I would be furious.
So doing the
dynasty draft.
So you draft and you would pick the rookies without knowing where they landed.
Those are fun, man. Those are fun, because you know why? Because all you and your league mates are going to go watch the draft together.
Yeah, that would definitely be a positive. Because I would definitely be like, we're going out to watch this draft.
I don't want to have the 101.
Mark, I think
I
I
would hate to have the
mentioned this
one-on-one and not knowing where my guy is going to be and not knowing if he's
Right.
going to be a
Hey,
starter.
look, man.
That sucks.
But hold
why
on. That's the talent issue where you got to do your homework now. Like, this is why we're having our rookie episodes, because you do the homework now. You look at the talent and you think to yourself, okay, well, because right now I don't think Sleeper is updated with the rookies yet. At least I haven't
No,
checked.
I think they did add him.
They did add him?
At least the offensive players.
Yeah. Well, offense is always first. Defense comes in later.
Yeah.
So what these guys are yet. Like, it's if Caleb Williams goes to a team that he's not going to start and you need him to start, that will suck.
Thank you, Braden. Yeah. But I mean, that's the gamble piece that you got to do. There's and I don't even know if you guys even know what these are. Do you guys know what Devy leagues are?
No.
Devy leagues. No.
Devy leagues, yes. So Devy leagues are, you start drafting them pretty much when they're in college. And then those Devy leagues, they update themselves. Like, you'd have to have in a higher format that you have. I've seen it. I've never been in one, but I know how it's ran. So basically, your Devy players go from there to your actual roster. So you have the college players before they even make your actual roster, and then you could do like a smaller pot for that one. But then, like, you can make trades for your main league later. But that's like a whole nother ball game, a whole level of college homework that you have to do.
Right. No kidding. No, I think I've heard of this league. I just didn't know it was called the Devy League.
Yeah. So it's they're kind of crazy. But yeah.
Yeah. Arch Manning would have been a one-on-one last year.
Probably.
Low moment, Martin. Are you wearing I'm wearing the Pizza Planet shirt. Yes.
Yep.
Why is it
that's actually the first thing I said to Martin today.
Yeah, it's the Pizza Planet shirt.
Yeah, I saw it when I first jumped in. I was like, Pizza Planet.
Yeah, no, it's the Pizza Planet shirt. Yeah. But yeah. I figured I've been wearing my Niners, Lions, and Chiefs jerseys way too much to like lately.
They're like the Final Four and 2 teams. So
right. So I have to. I gotta get them washed. I figured, I'll just wear regular shirt. Usually, I always have a jersey on.
Yeah. Do you see Jonathan Brooks going to the Vikings?
He could go there. He could.
Not a bad spot.
I just feel like the rookie they already have is the same thing. You don't know. So why wouldn't you just stick with what you got?
It's so hard to say. What's crazy is, see, even Jonathan Brooks is not even my favorite. Like, they're so close in talent together that Jonathan Brooks is supposed to be the clear running back coming in and be the best one, but he's not even my favorite one. That's how close they are together. They're all a bunch of twos. Next year's running back is going to change. Yeah,
twos and threes and fours and fives.
Two of these running backs might have a good career. 3 of them, they'll linger for a while, but they'll just die.
You can find a diamond in the rough, okay?
No, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying like
that
like I said,
perfect lightning strike of a situation.
Arch Manning would have been.
We all knew 5th rounder Kyron Williams was going to be a beast.
Say what?
I said we all knew 5th rounder Kyron Williams was going to be a beast and an RB1 in the NFL.
No, so you beat me to what I was going to say. So Blake Corum. Yeah, so Blake Corum is our next guy, and 5'8", 210, and I like this guy a lot.
I like Blake Corum a lot as well.
The issue is a lot of people are saying size, and I know Brian doesn't like that.
It's less about that. It's that I think being short for Blake Corum is fine. My problem is he's not like a power runner. To be 5'8" and be at 213, 14 pounds, you think he should be a power runner. He's not really a power runner. He's more of, he gets in where he fits in. Like he's a little bit shifty. He has a really excellent shuttle type of thing. Like, he's quick more than he is powerful. He doesn't break a lot of tackles. You try to tackle him, you tackle him. But can he score? He has a great nose for the end zone.
Oh, absolutely!
Unbelievable!
I I don't know. I kind of like him. He's, for me, obviously the height scares a lot of people. But he's just, there's something different
Look how
about him.
shifty
Like,
he is.
and we were joking about how low to the ground he is and whatever, but and how small he is, and it's hard to tackle someone like, and I made the joke. It's like trying to tackle, a gator, like the John Deere gators. Like, they're so small to the ground. They're like your dad's lawnmower, the drivable ones. Like, you're gonna go up to them, they're just gonna hit you, but you're both going down immediately. That's that's how small he is, but you're not gonna really move him that far because he's 210 pounds. So,
But he's
crazy.
not
He's like,
powerful. That's the thing. He's just not powerful
He's-
to me.
4 inches shorter than Jonathan Brooks, but weighs 7 more pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's thick. He runs. He's very strong. I don't know if you guys saw his bench press. He has 225. I think he was 30 times.
mm-hmm.
Like, the dude is strong. I don't know if you know, linemen
And that's
don't
what I
do it
meant.
30
Like,
times sometimes.
he's. I'm not saying he's a bulldozer. He's a small
You know who he kind of reminds me of?
dude. That,
Maurice Jones-Drew.
say what?
No, but he was a bowling ball.
I don't think he was a volleyball till he got to the NFL, though.
He reminds me of Kenneth Walker. Blake Corum reminds me of Kenneth
I
Walker.
could see a little Kenneth Walker. Yeah, I could see Kenneth Walker too.
I guess.
But I think you could go to the right running football team and they could teach him to be a bruiser, though.
I think so too.
That's
Because
not
he's
bad.
got the stature, I feel like.
He's strong, but he doesn't. He avoids contact a lot. He's strong though, but he's quick.
But
he's
he
fast.
has to because of his size, though. He has to because of his size. And look, one thing about Blake Corum, he comes in the NFL, he can make an impact potentially immediately, or they might have to wait. Like, I want to look, Devin Achan. Did we think he was going to do like as good as he did? We didn't think that.
No.
We thought he's going to struggle a little bit, but he did really good. Kyron Williams, also small, did really, really good. He was actually one of the top backs coming out last year. And I even said it because, the Rams had no other choice, but he was talented enough. And then the other one who I also wanted, who's also small, is Keontae Mitchell. Before he got hurt on the Ravens, he was really good. These smaller running backs may or may not be like a difference makers that these linemen aren't used to. And
it doesn't bother me that he's small. What bothers me is he's hurt every year.
Who you
every
talking
year
about?
he's hurt.
Corum?
Blake Corum, every year has been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He gets hurt and he misses games every single year. He's I don't say injury prone. That's not the right word for him saying. He's not built to just run through all these tackles. That's
right.
Probably his biggest weakness. He just always gets injured.
No, but even though he's not going to be a 3-down back, so
that's the truth.
His longevity might be okay.
I don't think 3-down backs exist anymore.
Say what?
I don't think 3-down backs exist anymore.
I think Bijan could be a 3-down back.
Is not. Like, if you're looking for one, this guy definitely is not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is right now, this
okay,
draft class,
he is endurable. That's exactly. Brady says. I think Brian's trying to say he is endurable. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. He's just not a very durable runner as a running back.
Right. Oops.
Yeah.
Not what I wanted to click on. Damn it. No, I didn't.
I know.
But just he's very shifty. He's got some good speed to him. He's like a bullet out of the line. But again, he kind of has to have good vision. Like, if he misses, if he messes up and he slightly just doesn't see a linebacker out that was outside of his sights, he's gonna get smashed to the ground. And then there'd be some plays where, like, damn, dude, this guy's a bowling ball. You can't ever tackle this guy. Like, he's kind of like that. It's hard to say with him. But he shows a lot of good footwork. He shows that he has the talent to be a good, like, pass catcher, maybe, if they use him that way. But the problem is the film we're seeing is not a lot. Like, his size, I wouldn't surprise me if they use him for that. But again, both these running backs, they have talent. They're both going into the draft. It's going to be very interesting. And I hope you have a running back going into next season in your Dynasty League, because it's going to be very interesting to see both of these guys. Obviously, it's probably the 1 or 2. But yeah, I don't know. He's my favorite one, though.
This is the 1 and 2, and they're both second, third rounders. It's just
right. And well, okay, it's like what I mentioned. Like if you came in late and we already watched both the running backs, like at the beginning of both these running backs, I said this running back class is not as good as what people are hoping. Like if you're looking for a running back to be your savior on your run game in your Dynasty leagues,
yes,
this is not the year. It is not the year. I'm telling you, don't. So I hope you have something in the chamber, something, because you're gonna be struggling.
I don't see a lot of difference between Blake Corum, Marshawn Lloyd, Will Shipley. Like they're all the same.
They're all bunched up
They're
together.
all the same guy.
They're all Henderson was probably the only one that everybody kind of was gonna go after, and he's probably the only one that was even decent enough to elevate this draft class for the running backs. But even him alone, it was a big drop down. It's like Bowers and the other tight ends. That was how it was with Henderson and these running backs. Now they're so bunched up, but there's like low level end of the second round, early third NFL draft. But the problem is these guys are probably going to go first round in your draft, in your dynasty drafts. And
you need to find the right one, because you find a guy who goes to a team that has great run blocking linemen, he might pop off. You don't know. If Blake Corum goes to a team that like the Browns are looking for a guy to, another guy, he could pop off.
Yeah. The issue is they're claiming this guy to be like a workhorse. I don't see it, because he really reminds me of Sean Tucker, and we saw how
Sean Tucker's a very good.
But Sean Tucker didn't really succeed.
Yeah, no, that's exactly my point.
So that's not. It's going to be a struggle. So we'll see how it goes. But good luck in your dynasty drafts if you're looking for a guy, because it's not the year. But yeah, Branson Aaron Jones 5'9", 207. I get it, but we have to wait. Yeah, but he wasn't like highly of a prospected dude as much as he is with Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones was.
You can't. You don't know their balance. If someone has great balance, that's a huge thing for running backs.
56 at Dallas. Okay, interesting. And Blake Corum, draft 97 to the Eagles.
The Eagles are the last team on earth that need Blake Corum.
Yeah, but the Eagles like to have a plethora of running backs.
They like to have 4 of them. Let's put 4 there.
Honestly, though, all right, so oh my God, these running backs are going to be very difficult to judge and where to put them and how and where. We're looking at him
for Blake Corum.
If I said late third, say what?
I like Blake Corum for the Eagles, actually. With Kellen Moore going there, I think that might work.
And then if you put him behind a tall offensive line and a zone blocking,
you'll never see him.
You'll never see him.
And that's what the succession of Achan, Williams, and Mitchell was.
You can't locate him quickly. It helps.
Yeah, so... But what is up?
Look who it
them
is.
Boys and Retardo Bardo. What's up?
It isn't the man who won the Build-A-Blocks.
Yep, it is. So
CMC.
Blake Corum, 65th to Baltimore.
So they gonna get another guy who's not durable.
And I'm trying to see why because Baltimore.
Oh man!
Let's give him another guy who can't make it through the whole season.
But maybe, just hear me out here, guys. Maybe they'll be lucky enough that each running back misses a certain part,
Right. That's
Dude, that's the David Montgomery school of thought. Like, he's only going to play.
Oh, he's
unless
out
he
for
gets
8
really
games.
good.
Oh, this guy's out for 4. Oh, he's back though. Oh,
look.
now he's hurt.
Look, I think one of these guys are gonna go to Green Bay. That's my thought. I think one of these guys are gonna go to running back or go to Green Bay. If Baltimore gets Corum, he's gonna be under Mitchell. That's if JK survives week 1 or 2.
Does he make it out? No.
And that's the thing. I look, I'm in a situation like for all those dynasty managers who have JK, like you're stuck with him, dude. No one's want to trade for him. You're not going to get anything great for him that you want. And in Baltimore, they're in the same boat. They have to keep him because nobody's going to want him. Like JK is going to end up being a free agent. He's going to be in the league for next couple of years because he's only 24. But the problem is his health.
He has so many injuries.
If he goes somewhere else where maybe he plays differently, more of a pass catcher rather than going up the middle and getting hurt, I don't know. It's hard to say for JK. But if he goes to Baltimore, it's going to be Mitchell as the one, and then Corum, and they're probably 1 and 2 the same guy.
I mean, he's good. He's good to be a second guy.
There you go, Brooks. 58 to Green Bay.
Yeah, I see that too. One of these guys are going to go to Green Bay. It has to be. Aaron Jones is almost out the door, and they're letting AJ Dillon.
And AJ Dillon is out the door.
Yeah.
My thing is Dallas picks before Green Bay.
I don't think they go running back right now. Not second round. I think they are hurting at other spots.
Tony Pollard might not be on the team next year, is what I'm telling you.
I think they bring someone in.
And you draft you draft one and you bring someone in.
No. I think they actually go get themselves a veteran.
They're getting Derrick Henry, guys.
Exactly. I think they get Derrick Henry. Exactly what I think they get. They get Derrick Henry and they get Jonathan Brooks. Man.
It's a lot of money.
Do you think they care? They like wasting money all the time. So they go get Derrick Henry and Jonathan Brooks, and you say, okay, let's go.
We'll see. I just can't. I feel like, and I'm still on this idea that Derrick Henry might be too much and too old for some of these franchises, that maybe they go after somebody younger and who's probably built the same. Like I said, I think AJ Dillon's probably going to be the first running back taken out of all the ones that are going to free agency. I think he's going to be the first one. And as soon as March 7th? Hold on.
It's like the first week
13th?
of March.
13th, is it?
March 11th. Yeah, March 13th. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think AJ is going to be the first one.
Oh, it's March 11th?
That's just me saying.
That's the tampering period. Is March 11th.
That's like March 11th would be the tampering period, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
March 13th is the beginning of the year.
If JK gets hurt again, he should retire. I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong, man. I'm sorry.
Henry to Baltimore.
Do they have any more money?
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
Well, it depends if Henry wants to win more than he wants money.
Right.
He wants to win with money.
Yeah, well, most people want to win with money.
Jerry Jones like to make splashes in the offseason. They are cap strapped. Plus, they will haven't paid Michael Parsons. They might draft a running back because it's cheap.
It's cheaper.
It's hard to say.
But you also can just get money just from that Tony Pollard walk.
Right. I look. I don't want to be like saying potentially
13.6.
13.6 million right now.
Backloaded, man.
That's terrible.
And then if the salary cap does go up, add another 15 million to it, you might have 30 million.
But okay, but think about this, Brian, though. Everybody else is also getting 15. So they're still in the same rank. Like they're still in the middle.
You're right. But it's okay because the Baltimore's a better team. So you're a better situation. Now you can actually afford somebody that you want.
That might. And I'm trying to think how I'm going to put my words together, because I'm agreeing with you here, because I think that might be good in a playoff sense that a player might want to go there because they have a strongest chance of going get themselves a ring. Like, you're not wrong there. I'm trying to, if you understand what I just said.
Yeah, I feel you exactly.
So
that if they're 13th, 19th with money, but they're a better team, and you believe in the situation, especially Lamar Jackson, and you think that a good running back really does them really well for them, then you will go there. You know,
Henry has the more leverage here. That I don't think he's gonna go right away. I think what they're gonna look who's in the freaking free agency right now. Like, I know AJ Dillon is probably the other one, and freaking Derrick Henry. But I'm trying to
Saquon.
Isn't Jacobs?
Then Josh,
possibly Jacobs. Yes.
Did he?
No,
I thought he signed a deal.
No, he signed his franchise tag.
It's a franchise tag. Okay.
Right. So did Pollard, and so did Barkley.
Yeah, because Eckler was like, "I'm going to refuse. We're going to take a stand," and then Josh Jacobs was like, "Where do I sign?"
You need me to go ahead and initial here too.
Right. Oh, you got it. Yep. Okay.
There's not a lot of running.
And then Eckler was by himself, and he was like, oh, "Okay, cool."
Like, we might see Clyde Edwards-Helaire get a revamp to his career. He's only 25.
Wow.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's only 25. If he gets put in a different system, maybe they could use him differently, but I don't see it happening. Akers might be
no Akers over here.
Akers might be a J.K. Dobbins Jr. That dude gets hurt just as bad. I don't know.
No Akers fans over here, man.
Yeah, no, Mr. Akers here. No.
I'm trying to think. Like, Antonio Gibson could probably have a nice landing spot. AJ Dillon.
I don't know. I think AJ Dillon's in a different class than Gibson, because I don't think.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just naming out names. I don't care about class. I'm just saying Gibson, Dillon,
Josh. I think
Dobbins.
Josh Jacobs would be good. Barkley, Josh Jacobs,
Swift, but I think he stays.
What does
Singletary is also out there too, but I think he also stays.
No, he's gonna stay. He's stay. I think they re-signed him.
Gus Edwards, I think he stays. I think he's. You know what's crazy is Gus Edwards is probably the most reliable back that the damn Ravens has had, and he's not even that like their main feature back. He's that solid number 2 guy.
Exactly. No matter what happens, he's gonna be there. When everyone else falls apart, he'll be there.
He's that perfect floor for them.
So I found a list plus this person's favorite landing spots for them. So that's Derrick Henry, Baltimore Ravens. Saquon Barkley, Dallas Cowboys.
That makes sense.
DeAndre Swift back with the Eagles. Josh Jacobs back with the Raiders. Tony Pollard to the Vikings.
That's interesting, but okay.
I don't like that. If no Kirk Cousins.
I don't like that either. Devin Singletary back to Houston. Austin Eckler to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ugh.
Oh, here you go.
Why would Kansas City waste any money taking out Pacheco right now?
You guys are gonna love these two. Ezekiel Elliott to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh.
AJ Dillon to the Chicago Bears.
No, that is I didn't want to say anything, but I definitely see AJ Dillon saying, a middle finger to everybody else, like to the Green Bay Packers for not giving this opportunity and going to Chicago Bears. I can definitely see that.
Right. And then the last one is Gus Edwards, and they have him staying in Baltimore. So apparently those are the big name running back free agents. AJ Dillon to the Chicago Bears.
I can definitely see that.
Martin, you're about to have their whole offense.
Okay, Mr. freaking. Who you got? Dallas and freaking
Fields, DJ, Dillon.
You were a Cards fan last year, so.
Yeah, well, I got rid of the Cards. I only have.
But that was decision by like it just happened. Like I don't like again. Who knows? Again, the first thing's got to happen is this meeting on the 27th or the 20th or something like that. They have to decide who they're keeping, who they're not keeping, and then they go into March, and then that's the tampering period of 11th, 13th. So, I don't care about him.
Rashad Penny shouldn't be in the NFL anymore. Like
he should be a free agent all the way through the whole season.
I don't care about him.
He should stay a free agent. He should be playing for the Montreal Alouettes.
I'm surprised you remember how much I hate him, Anthony. I'm surprised you he's just irrelevant. I don't know why. It's just no.
Because he has a lot of talent, and that's why he probably.
It's such a waste.
Yeah.
Zach Moss, Dalvin Cook. These are all.
Dalvin Cook might be done.
J.K. Dobbins is a free agent.
Yeah.
Yes, I said J.K.
I know. That was just Kareem Hunt, obviously again.
That's why if Corum goes to the Ravens, it's going to be Mitchell Corum. If they sign JK, but I don't think they will. Like it just he wants to stay, but I don't know if they will. Like it just you I'm not going to pay you if you're just going to get hurt, and that's probably what the Ravens are thinking.
And that's what he does every year. He does it better than anyone else. Gets hurt.
Some other team out there is going to be desperate, and they're like, "Well, we'll give you a shot, but we're giving you league minimum." That's JK's career right now, and it sucks because he's going to have a solid year these next upcoming years if he wants to be relevant again. And then the time frame
for by that time is going to be 28.
Exactly.
And then that's it. That's the end of the career anyway.
So I don't know.
I mean, the only good thing he has going for him, he doesn't have any tread on him. He still has all the tread on his tires.
Yeah, but he barely has tires.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the major issue. There is no tread. That's the issue. He's running.
Oh, I didn't say they weren't wobbly and about to fall off, but
or he's running on rims.
I was gonna say they're the stone tires made by a caveman. That's what
no.
He's the Fred Flintstone.
He's a nice sports car that has no tires because he's on rims. Because if you ever seen a car with no rims, they're sliding everywhere. This dude can't run and he ends up breaking something.
Need the run flat tires, bro.
That's JK, man.
That is JK. Oh, the tire popped again. Oh, hello.
Down.
He's like, I'm on camera.
So the rookies are really in then, huh? So rookies are in. They are. Holy crap.
Braden, plenty of tread on the tires, just no rim. He's just sitting there in the garage. That's what I'm saying. That's kind of what I was trying to get at, because it's like he clearly has all the tread because he's never on the field. But like the thing keeping them together just isn't there.
It's like he has all the stuff, he just has no air in the tire. Like it's just no air left.
Yeah.
These are some horrible
His axle just keeps breaking,
So yeah, that's our guys. Senior Bowl's coming up. Guys are gonna be free agents here soon. Depending on what the coaches want on their new teams. So it's gonna come down to. Because right now we're in situations where do you still keep Eckler? Like as an Eckler own, do you still keep him or do you trade him? And what are you gonna get for him?
If you trade Eckler, the problem with Eckler is, I mean, I guess you could trade him. This is the time to trade him because there's no good running backs coming in. So someone might give you a second rounder for Austin Eckler. But I mean, you have to trade him now, don't you?
I would say so.
Do you wait for free agency to hit though? Because if he does land on a spot like the Chiefs, I think that would add value.
Yeah, but are you willing to risk? Like, are you willing to risk for him to get on a solid team, on a new team, and then time to trade him? So if he's a late second round,
don't the Chiefs need wide receivers though? So that why would they want
Austin? Need everything.
I'm just saying that seems to be the top landing spot more. I just thought that was interesting. So.
If he goes to Chiefs, like Mark said, what are you trading for him? Early second? Late first is too high, right?
Yeah, I don't think early second is probably the highest I could go.
I kind of want to give you a late second. I don't want to pay too much for him. There's no way I'm going to give you that much. I think he's like at best, right now, current situation without him moving on, 208.
But don't you think Isaiah Pacheco is better?
Yeah, that's my issue. If he goes to the Chiefs. No, I'm just saying right now, now, without him moving anywhere, he's a 208.
He's a 208, yeah. And then being in the better situation,
Chiefs,
he might be a 203.
4. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
What happened?
So gotta hope you got a G money in your league because he'll take Eckler in a heartbeat
and give you a first.
Well, the issue he already has.
No, he doesn't have a first anymore. I don't think so.
He'll give you a 2026 first.
No, he doesn't have Eckler.
Oh, he did.
I think Pumpyfly has Eckler.
No. He doesn't have Eckler.
Oh, no, he has Herbert.
I know he doesn't have it. But that's besides the point. All right, we'll do one more.
Colts luck has Eckler?
Yeah, that's a Colts luck.
Say what?
I think Colts luck has Eckler.
Yeah, I don't.
I did it off the top of my head too. Oh no, Javi.
I don't care. Would you trade Garrett Wilson for a 3rd and a 4th round pick of this year?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't either.
You immediately think Garrett Wilson with a good quarterback, and which though Aaron Rodgers is old, might be a good quarterback for Garrett Wilson next year. I would think that he might perform like a number 1 receiver.
Did he still get 1,000 yards?
He was close. No, he only had 800 yards. He didn't have anyone throwing the ball.
Did he still? Well, you should know if he had 1,000 or not. He's your dude.
You have him.
You should know.
I know how many points he got.
He got 1,000 yards.
So he did. I'm looking at it right now.
You got 1,000 yards. I'm not. No, he's too good.
With no one throwing him the ball.
He's done that his first year and he did his second year. I'm not doing that. One more random.
All it takes is 1 year of him having a great quarterback, and all of a sudden he's going to pop off.
Yeah. All right. Another one. You got Diggs and the 207.
Okay.
For Addison and the 201. And it's a 10-team PPR Dynasty Superflex. So the Diggs and 207. Oh, it's Diggs 207 and 306 for Addison in the 201.
Why do you have to give up the best receiver and the highest pick?
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, that seems kind of. I don't know. Seems like you got to give up extra just because of what Diggs used to be.
Well, so if you listen
I think I'm taking the Addison 201.
The Get Up yesterday was talking about the fact that Diggs is still a great receiver. They just don't use him anymore.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily agree. I don't know if he's still a great receiver.
I mean, yeah, you would think there's got to be a reason they're not using him anymore.
Hey, that's good.
But if I had to I would definitely go a little more and said, if I had Diggs and someone wants to give me Addison in the 201, I'll be like, here you go.
I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
Which means that the running back position is old at 28 now.
Yeah.
I know why they brought back Emmitt Smith on the ledge. Oh my gosh. They're old because they have so much tread. It's always kind of been like that though. Like about 28, it's kind of been that there's always outliers. According to the TikTok training growth in the panel. Kadani, like you just come in. I hate you so much, man. The trade sounds like a GM is getting fired and he wants to mess the salary cap next GM. Yeah.
That trade sounds like
yeah, that's what I said. You said that, and I'm like, wait, why is someone giving up the best receiver in this trade and
because Diggs is now about to be 31 and he's out of Buffalo probably. This is why I'm thinking this. I'm surprised about this.
If anything, it should be Diggs and the 201 for Addison and the
207 because he's younger He's going to be on the team for a while. So yeah, I kind of agree that Addison's the better overall player.
That's it. Yeah.
So you're getting Addison and a higher draft. I'll be like, that's what I said. I'll accept. I couldn't get accept faster.
All right. But I got nothing else. Talked about Jonathan Brooks and Blake Corum. So we'll talk about more as we go on rookies. I mean, next week we have what do we have next week? The Super Bowl, and then talk about the franchise
2 running backs, and we should get a Gridiron Heights next week too. So.
Oh yeah. Besides that, but I'm just saying, like, overall, like, news wise, outside the Super Bowl, it's going to be probably who's going to get franchised, and we'll hear stories on who's probably going to get franchised anyway. So, just trying to make you laugh, guys.
We're find who's going to coach the Commanders.
No, and I appreciate that, man.
Maybe then Washington will have a coach.
Yeah, by then Washington might have a coach.
To wait for the 9:30 Zoom call with my team because it's week 1 this Saturday. Oh, well, have fun, man. Week 1.
Wow.
I gotta do a 9:00 Zoom meeting tomorrow.
I can't that's the one thing I didn't like about that league. They start now and then it's like super hot by the time the league ends. So good luck to you this weekend. But yeah, Mark, have fun with Tank this Sunday. Myself and Brian are not going to be here. So
I changed my name to Tank Crumbly.
Maybe by then Washington will have a coach. Yeah, probably.
Yep.
I think by that point they will. A lot of these teams will probably have a coach by then.
Not that anybody's left.
No, that's it. Washington's the last one without a coach.
No, I'm saying not that there's anybody left to really hire.
By then the staff should be established on what they want to do with their team.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah. All right, guys. Anything? You guys got anything else?
That's it.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, guys, thanks for coming in. Thanks for wearing us. Oh, geez. Steve Wilkes. But honestly, bro, it makes the wait next season a lot less because all we watch is the draft. So, yeah, by the time the season ends, NFL starts up in 2 months. I guess that's a good way of looking at it.
Man.
I guess that's a good way of looking at it. For you, anyways.
Yeah, you just don't want to play during the July and August. No one wants that.
No, nobody wants that. So
nobody wants
but that. I mean, thank God we have football in the summer now. Like, it's not NFL, but it's something. It's something. But anyways. All right, guys. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. This is Dynasty Pylon. We will see you guys next week or Sunday. And whatever Mark and Tank talk about. Hopefully they'll be on. If not, then we won't have a show on Sunday. But I don't think those two will fail us. So
it depends on if Tank shows up, I guess.
Watch me be from the plane. Like, hey guys, I'm in the air. I'm still on.
Like I said,
just bring your laptop, connect to the Wi-Fi. You got this.
So, anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. Take care. This is probably about the last week you're gonna successfully get any dynasty trades because people are still in football mind right now because of the Super Bowl. After the next week, it kind of dies down. So try and make something now. Get rid of those Austin Ecklers.
It should pick up again when the draft hits.
Say what?
So then it usually picks up again when the draft hits.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Anyways, good luck, guys. Thanks for watching. Later.
Getting hyped when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me other